Today on this episode of Car Rant, I'm going to tell you how this Honda Metro saved a baby squirrel. So yesterday, I actually was getting started working on next week's episode. Well, it's now next week's episode on fixing up the Metro and getting it all registered up, getting it rideable, and taking it for a ride for the first time. And I go outside. I got the part in the mail. It arrived. I went straight from my front door to my room, opened the package, pulled the item out of the box, it was the fuel pump, and walked outside. It's about 1 in the afternoon at this point. I take the seat off of the bike, and as I'm doing that, I put it down and didn't notice a little furry guy sitting near the rocks near where my stuff's at. I go to start working, and a big old cicada starts making a scene. I don't know where he's at, so I'm doing like this scared dance to try and make sure I'm not like anywhere near it or stepping on it or anything like that, because the cicadas around here get pretty big. As I am doing my little scuttle away, he flies out and scares the daylights out of a baby squirrel. So to add to everything that is the drama of Car Rant, I'm trying to get 2 different bikes fixed up, registered, and drivable, and now I am the proud parent of a little baby squirrel that now lives in my pocket. He's 4 weeks old right now as of this recording. He's still pretty young. We tried to feed him like apples and stuff, and it was actually hurting his gums. They were finding little tiny flecks of blood on the apple itself. So we sat there and kind of took stock and said, okay, he's not able to eat solid food just yet. So we went out, got some puppy mix, went to work feeding them, and I am like the primary caretaker for this little tree dog. Everybody say hi to Walker. See that? Oh, what's this? Is this camera? He is an adorable little guy. I love this little dude. So I say that the Metro saved his life literally because he was malnourished. He was clearly in distress, a bit dehydrated, and we're guessing that the mother actually passed away, most likely due to being hit by a car. And he's now a proud resident of the same house that his mama will come and literally lay on the fence in between the neighbors' yards to bask in the sun or cool off in the shade. It's quite an interesting tale, huh? Ain't that right, buddy? Look at this little adorable fella. Look at this guy. He's just loving life, and more importantly, he wants to get back in the pocket, so let me put him back in my pocket. And as soon as you show him the pocket and he gets inside, he just curls up in the dark and goes right back to sleep. Literally, if I did not have my part arrive when it did, had I not even bought the Metro, because I would have never bought this part if I didn't have the Metro, this little guy would not be crawling around in my pocket trying to get my attention still. He would have died outside, literally next to my stuff, and I would not be on this ridiculous little adventure. And I gotta say, out of everyone in the house who's been the most a trooper about it, it's my dad, because he doesn't want any pets in the house. And the first thing I tell him when he comes home from work is, hey, we have a friend now. The text I get back was, oh? Yeah, so new fuel pump arrived, and as I picked this up and moved it here, he was right there. I didn't even notice him there because he blends in with the woods so well. It was the craziest thing. The cicada flew out from underneath the bike, scared daylights out of both of us because, well, newborn, relatively. For now, the plan is to keep Walker, help him to grow and recover and get strong and be able to go out on his own. There's a couple of different release organizations for squirrels to get back into the wild. So if he wants to do that, we're going to let him go back in the wild. You know, but he's nervous around cicadas now. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a departure from the norm, because now I'm actually going to go head out to the DMV and get plates for the Honda Metro, so that as soon as I get this fuel pump on and turn it on, we're good to go. Check it out, man. We made him a little pocket, something he can sleep in. So if I wear a shirt like I am right now without a pocket, he's got somewhere to go. He loves this thing now that he's slept in it a couple times. This little guy, man, has stolen our hearts here in the Lanza household, I gotta say. Real quick and swift update on the Metro real fast before we end this episode. We have got new parts in. We do have a new fuel pump. It is now working. It is now firing. We're running into a couple of other issues that we'll address in a different episode of Car Rant regarding the Metro. And I also want to show you guys a new part that we got for it that I feel is absolutely necessary. With the Ruckus going more the route of the street bike but scooter build kind of thing for itself, I went ahead and I bought an old school style luggage rack for the Metro. I think this thing is going to be really cool, really helpful, because now I can actually put boxes on it. Oh, and it looks like someone woke up when I said the Metro. Hi there, buddy. Look at that. You couldn't have predicted that better, huh? We're really excited to get that thing done, and as my younger brother said when I showed him everything going on with this thing, he straight up said, you need to dedicate the Metro to this little squirrel. So, yep, I was originally going to get plates that said Blue Ped. I still might do it, but I think I might have to see if someone can make me like an anime squirrel so I can put it on the bike, because I do want to sticker bomb the damage panel that it has. So, without further ado, God bless you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, buddy. Going back to sleep. You going back to sleep? Okay, he's going back to sleep. We'll see you next time.